Well. On a special drop, Ramayan. Musicians react. We had our thoughts about the production.
Okay, well, wow.
Well, Hans Zimmer match.
Wow. I love it.
They're doing. I love that fucking shit. You know, that's actually a voice.
Yeah, that's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's like fucking Mongolian shit.
तुम्हारा नया राजा.
Captions, go again.
तुम्हारा नया राजा.
Oh god damn.
Oh,
No.
wrong one. Oh, sorry.
I do. Oh my god, music is awesome!
देवलोक, पृथ्वीलोक, पाताललोक.
He looks great!
तीनों लोकों में एक ही राज होगा.
Yeah, we're yet to, I mean,
Okay.
I guess we have seen this,
Wait.
but the animated version, because the war is really good, actually, if you take it to this perspective. But I'm trying to say, no spoilers in the comments. I don't know how this story ends.
Yeah, because, okay, so we have seen the anime version of Ramayan.
I think
we're currently watching
the
episodical
series
of
Ramayan, the greatest Indian series, honestly, especially musically. Hence why we're so hyper-focused on the music, because the original series did such a good job. We're like
integrating music and storytelling in one.
Correct.
Right?
If you'd like to get access to Ramayan, it drops every weekend. Also checking out Mahabharat. That'll be a good movie to make as well, Mahabharat.
That would be such a fun movie to
all
make.
you have to do is click the join button and you get not only monthly marathons, but also weekly episodes. Interesting enough, something happened here quite interesting. Maybe I should let it run and then we should break everything down.
Yeah, well, let's watch it.
तीनों लोकों में एक ही राज होगा.
Epic!
That's Ravan.
जब सृष्टि पर संकट आया है,
Good cast.
भगवान विष्णु ने अवतार लेकर उसकी रक्षा की.
It's the king of Ayodhya.
मेरा ज्येष्ठ पुत्र
Our favorite boy!
He looks good.
Blindfolded!
He looks good.
He actually looks good.
विश्व कल्याण के लिए यदि मेरा अंत भी हो जाए.
He looks a bit like Mahabharat's Krishna. If you
He
guys...
does.
Yeah,
He does look a bit like Krishna.
Look at this. Krishna,
the frame by
Mahabharat.
frame looks a bit like Krishna from
Yeah, a little bit, right?
Like he looks a bit like this guy.
A little bit.
They look a bit alike.
Yeah.
Keep watching. I'm quite excited. This is good.
तो भी मुझे स्वीकार है.
That is awesome.
Yay! Who's gonna play his brother?
Lakshman.
Lakshman. What's the
know.
actor of Lakshman?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I don't recognize him. My favorite character in the whole... I mean, not character. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say.
Well,
Lakshman.
He is the character in the story.
Yeah, I guess.
I know his history, but
you know what I'm trying to say, yeah.
Entertainment, so looks like
Oh, no.
निर्णय मैं ले चुका हूं. एक पुत्र होने के नाते अपने पिता के वचन का पालन करना मेरा कर्तव्य है.
This is the exile.
तुम्हारे लिए 14 वर्ष का वनवास.
Yeah, fucking exile.
You know what I miss?
Sai Pallavi, of
Sai Pallavi.
Is she Sita?
Yeah.
Sai Pallavi plays Sita. Holy shit.
I think so. She must do.
I mean, Sai Pallavi is an interesting cast, actually. Now that I know.
No, she's perfect. She's perfect. Maybe not visually, but
Yeah,
in character. She's perfect.
Sai Pallavi is a very pretty woman. But Sita's...
Naturally, too.
But Sita's meant to be the woman that all kings, or sorry, princes of different regions of the whole country tried to get because she was the fucking most gorgeous woman
Yes.
but couldn't because they also couldn't lift the bow. But all I'm trying to say is
No, but here's
you
what
need
I
like
think.
a nice Vara
No,
right type.
no, she's perfect because she is
Naturally
so
pretty.
incredibly lovable too. Like the way that she acts, she makes every character just be about her, and in the greatest way possible. I think she's the perfect cast for.
I
Sita,
also
'cause
feel
she's-
like Saipalavi is very pretty naturally.
Correct.
She's very like
Correct.
naturally pretty.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, to be fair, it's good. Casting.
Okay, 5-7. Oh, I love that!
जनस्थान की राजकुमारी सूट न खा वो मोहित हो गई है आप पे
काम से प्रतिशोध लिया जाएगा
The fuck is that part?
What was that part?
Lakshman just fucking Brixtons her.
न राम की मृत्यु साधारण होगी
ये राम के युग का आरंभ है।
That felt a lot better.
Oh,
That-
that music is perfect.
That musically felt fucking sick.
Oh, that is perfectly balanced between the sci-fi-ish nature of the Hans Zimmer effect with the very organic and very traditional sounds that you would expect from a movie like Ramayan, like a story.
I'm a bit of a traditionalist based on what we've seen so far of the original Ramayan.
This is great,
and
though.
The Sanskrit songs and stuff. I would like a little bit more classical, but I love how epic they've gone for it.
Yeah.
Because as a matter of fact, I think when you do episodic things, you can't be just fucking completely epic and stuff like that. And there's so many changes and things like that. But I really, this felt a lot more like a collaborative effort. In moments, the teaser, when they're like showcasing the music, it felt like, this is Hans Zimmer section, this is A.R. Rahman section. But in here, it felt like you always had the A.R. Rahman percussive nature of things, and then the epicness and those low rumbles and, you know, he likes to make things with a lot of depth, Hans Zimmer, and a lot of sonic space, because a lot of the music that he's made for movies require a ton of sonic space to be filled because they operate under such grandeur scripts, like the Dunes of the world, the fucking Interstellars, you know,
the big ones.
right? And obviously Ramayan requires this vastness.
It requires that heaviness and
Correct.
and that layered sound, which I think is the primordial idea for an epic story.
Depth and weight.
Correct. And so what the both balance between the AR compositions and the Hans Zimmer effect is that you are actually creating something that truly feels epic.
Yeah.
What I do think musically, I think this is perfect.
This-
I don't have a qualm with any section of this.
Well, that's sick.
It's just such a wonderful score, and I think this will be one of those scores that will go down in history.
I mean, I don't know whether they will go down in history. We shall know, but because it all depends as well on how they implement it in the story.
Correct.
One thing that I hope, because it's still, you know, it's Indian cinema.
That's true.
One of the things that Indian cinema does better than everyone else in the West is it's a joint experience, not a disjointed, allocated trigger
Elements,
the
yeah,
music.
yeah.
For example, even some of the movies with the greatest scores that are maybe the stories are quite mellow, they're not as epic, but the scores are lovely, like The Holiday. There's a movie called The Holiday, I think the Hans Zimmer as well, right? And the music there, it's well integrated for the Western sense, but there are still triggers. There are triggers that, you know, this is scene 2 finishes, score takes over, there's no dialogue or maybe very little dialogue, some emotional stuff, the score, you know, sort of diminishes
and predicts emotion, and the storytelling is sort of utilized as a carrier of a mover of the plot.
instrumental. The reason why India's better at that than everyone else, not the instrumental part, is because you make songs, and then by making songs you have to sort of learn how to integrate fucking songs and musical numbers into this. Yes. Ramayan has a lot of leeway because it is essentially told like in a musical way. the traditional story was told with music. So obviously there's the scriptures, but there was the classical aspect of the music. So
Yes.
I feel like it really depends on, will we get, similar to Dune, would we get that Hans Zimmer with A.R. Rahman, in which the music feels like a character. It felt like the worms in the dunes. That's why the music represented the rumbles. It felt like an entity, was an overseeing, overlooking eye. That's what the music sort of represented. I hope it feels like this. I hope it feels like the melody that the gods are playing whilst observing earthlings and the trouble of other gods going on, and demigods that are going on at the moment, and reincarnations, right? Because that's essentially a story of Ram. I hope that's what it feels like, and so far it did. Especially
I
on the trailer.
totally agree. The only gripe I have with the trailer actually is not the effects.
The effects are good.
It's not the way that they have sort of allocated every section to represent the characters.
Our righteous king of Ayodhya. I love this guy. He's actually my favorite king of any fucking
he's actually
king.
my favorite king also.
What a lovely guy. Even though he has 3 wives, what a lovely geezer.
True, it was the way of the time.
Well, Ram fucking straight up says, no more, doesn't he?
That ain't happening
Only
in this
one
house.
baddie. Sai Pallavi. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry.
But the only tiny qualm that I have with this is maybe because I am a little bit biased to the series that I'm watching at the moment. The costumes feel a little simplistic. It feels a little not super embellished and like super. I don't know how to explain it. Like the colors, I feel like the colors are a bit dim. I don't know. It's the new filtering of movies that has a bit of like the color palette, the color grading of new films is a little bit dull.
I also feel like because you
But
do
like-
you do so much post production.
But look at the crown. Like go back to the scene. I'll open it up. So see how big.
राम से प्रतिशोध लिया
Look,
जाएगा।
everything is golden and yet it lacks sparkle. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I think
it lacks pizzazz.
I think it's
don't know.
because they go nowadays. You do more post production.
Like look at it. Like the emeralds aren't green, emerald green. I don't know how to explain it. Like
I think it's probably because back in the day, like when we were watching Ramayan, the series,
like-
I think all of it was physical. Remember,
was.
everything was physical. None of it had really that much post production, if any. So
they had all, even the visual effects had to be
yeah, so physical
manually
effects
done.
with
So
yeah.
they were physical effects.
So that's the only sort of downside of the current
Yeah,
era,
it's sort
CGI
of-
and stuff.
I don't know if it feels a bit dull
I wonder if other people feel the
in
same.
color, not in effect or in quality. It feels rich.
Here you can see more of the blues, I guess.
It feels like it's
Rich,
definitely really rich.
But it feels more hero-esque, doesn't it? It feels more like
Yes.
armor, which it is, but you know.
But like the grandness of being a king, or like look at his armor. I know
That's
he's-
fine. He's exiled here, so
I
it's
know
meant to
that
be
he's
broke.
exiled in this one shot, but I don't know. It's a bit sepia. But I have been having
For a while.
about modern films for a little bit.
I also
like,
feel like it's Nitesh
this year.
Tiwari's way as well, because, like, for example, we've been studying a lot Sanjay Leela Bhanjali's way of, you know.
Yeah, but he lacks that that sparkle. I don't know how to explain.
But they do call it the Sanjay Leela filtering. Everything
yes,
make it
they
darker
do.
than
It's
sparkle.
like everything is like, I don't know. It lacks light.
But he can't do action, really, so. You need a mad bastard like Nitesh.
But this
Take
is
this on.
this is a heavy.
I'm gonna watch this
It's
in IMAX.
beautiful.
I don't want to watch this any other way.
No, this is.
Oh, our favorite. What's the name of that? Because it's not meant. Is it meant to be an eagle or is it meant to be a vulture? I thought it was meant to be a
I
vulture.
thought he was meant to be a vulture,
Yeah,
but
I mean, everyone takes their own. He's meant to be old. That's why when he dies, I mean, it's a big deal, but it's like
yeah.
his time had come. He'd done what he. You know what the effects look like? Do you remember that
So
movie
cool.
called it's that World of Warcraft?
Yes, when
The
they
movie.
they made it a yeah, that
The
was
movie.
a good movie.
Good movie, yeah, good effects.
The second part, I really needed a second part. This is cool.
This fucking old hag. She's actually the cause of everything.
Cheers.
What a fucking...
Snake.
Yeah, without her, none of this happens. And to be fair, you have to put some blame on Sita. She did step out of the protective circle.
But then again, there's the argument people have been educating us that this was written in the stars. Like, this is fate. Even if the Olkrun wasn't there, somebody else would have.
Because that's the story of Ram.
Queen.
Exactly.
He had to do that.
He has to save. He has to become the savior.
And Sita had to step out of the protective circle. And so, like, the things that had to happen.
Boom.
And it just blows my mind.
I love his story. It's one of my favorite stories I've ever seen in my life.
Me too.
Honestly.
Pretty epic.
And I hope he gets the respect it deserves in the West, because
I agree.
the West is so obsessed with like Scandinavian stories and this Celtic tales and the Viking tales. It's like, bro, there's so much more in the world.
And the bastardization of Greek mythology.
So, like, what about instead of letting the Greeks do it, let the Irish do it, let the Scottish do it, let the Indians do it?
I agree.
And they're doing it. Like, please pay attention.
Well, if we're gonna talk about the Odyssey, I think they should have done it with the Greek cast that nobody knows
Also,
about.
they should have done it.
Also, why did they change the story? It's fucking bullshit.
Also, it's just a bad movie. It's just what a shame. It's just
No,
such a meh
here's
movie.
the thing. It's a good movie.
No, it's not.
It's a terrible adaptation of the Odyssey. Terrible adaptation of the Odyssey. Just call it something else. Just call it something else. It was a great film.
Nah, it wasn't a great film.
It was a great film.
was
Just
an-
don't connect it to the Greek mythology.
I
at all.
saw the first 15 minutes on a preview in not IMAX. It's the biggest screen in London. Where
okay.
you do it, it has like point something millimeters, and it's like it was a special. And then Christopher Nolan came out and he spoke.
Very nice.
And because I was watching another film that was ass as well, but everyone loved, but I hated it. It's a movie about the Rock, the guy that's in the moon, and then he meets this rock thing. That's a novel. It's meant The Martian.
Hail Mary?
Hail Mary. That movie blew ass. I couldn't stand it. But it's
a
very.
novel.
It's a novel, and it's very
It's very funny. It's
very
niche.
true to the novel as well.
Yes,
but I hated the book. I've read a lot of it.
It was good.
After,
It was a
'cause
good adaptation of the book.
Yeah, I hated everything about it. So, but anyways, Christopher Nolan comes out and he
just
fucking
hates the
starts
story.
chatting, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, Christopher Nolan!" And I'm like, "Mate, what happened in Inception?"
May, what do you mean?
So basically, he then goes ahead. He says, "Please enjoy the first 20 minutes of the film, prior to watching this other film." And the opening sequence was awesome. It's very gritty. It's a very gritty film. It's very dark. It's very Christopher Nolan. It's awesome cinematography in certain moments. And then, but it's
Really
not.
awesome moments.
Yeah, like it was a Trojan horse scene.
Yeah, awesome.
And what a great scene. And you think this movie's gonna have bollocks, because I don't know what a tangent, but I don't know if anyone's ever paid attention or has seen or read or even heard, but on YouTube you can see the story of the Odyssey. And it's a very brutal story. It's not a nice story.
Of course not.
It's fucking Greek
It's about
shit.
war.
So everyone dies basically. It's disgusting, and there's a bunch of stuff in the modern. You can't tell this story for the modern audiences. You have to tell it by in the fucking bollock. We know where it is. So I thought, holy shit, they're gonna do it. Like I want to see a Hercules adaptation where Hercules is actually the asshole he was.
I was so excited for this
But no.
because I had been on a tangent of Greek mythology on my reading.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be great.
Whatever. With Ramayan, you don't make that mistake because they casted themselves.
Yeah.
They casted correctly. I think Ranbir Kapoor is the correct cast. I
They
think
got-
Lakshman. Who the fuck is Lakshman?
The script writers are Indian, the directors are Indian. So you're telling the story from the source. So from the foundational perspective, we're already winning, guys. We're already winning.
He is. No, that's our
That's our Lakshman.
Our Lakshman, yeah. That's the real
Our
Lakshman.
favorite Lakshman. Our real OG Lakshman.
Ravi Dubey. I haven't seen him in anything, actually. Yeah, I haven't seen him in anything. But it seems like he has chops. They seem to be real movies. Model, television presenter, and producer. He began his acting career supporting character roles shows such as Three, Teri Kahani. Okay, well, that'll be interesting.
Nice.
He does a lot of episodic stuff, a lot of
I
series.
love that.
So
I
good.
love that.
Good for him. He's one of my favorite characters in the story, Lakshman, and I hope he portrays it the same way. Like ballsy, he doesn't fucking stand any abuse for Ram.
Yeah, courageous
Like,
and
zero jealousy. He sees through the eyes of Ram, like he follows him blindly. Obviously, he takes a fucking deep shot in the fight. I can't wait. I'm honestly, if I'm gonna watch an adaptation of anything,
This is it.
This is it.
This is it.
And I want it to be done by
I'm
India.
really excited
Yeah.
about this.